Welcome to the explainer. Now, if you're a medical student, you know just how intense the pressure is. But what if there was a tool that could help you pinpoint exactly where all that stress is coming from? Well, today we're diving into exactly that. It's called the Medical Student Stressor Questionnaire, or MSSQ for short. Let's see how this thing works. To get started, I want to put one number on the screen, 41.9%. Any guesses what that might represent? That, right there, is the percentage of medical students in a major study who reported having an emotional disorder. It's a pretty sobering statistic, and it really highlights the high-stakes, high-pressure world of medical training. And it's exactly why a tool like the MSSQ is so incredibly important. So let's dig into that reality for a second. What is it about medical school that makes it such a uniquely stressful environment? Well, at its most basic level, stress is just your body's reaction to different demands. And the things that cause that reaction, we call those stressors. And let me tell you, if you're in medical school, your world is just jam-packed with them. From the academic crush and crazy workload to the pressure of clinical duties. So that brings up a huge question, right? How do you figure out which of those countless stressors are hitting you the hardest? Well, that's where the MSSQ comes in. It's designed to give you that exact insight. So what is it? Put simply, the MSSQ is a scientifically proven 40-item questionnaire, and its job is really twofold. First, it helps you identify your specific stressors. And second, and this is key, it measures just how intense their impact is on you. Now, this is where the MSSQ really starts to make sense of, the chaos. It sorts all those potential stressors into 6 main buckets or domains. You can see them here. They cover everything from academics and learning to social life, relationships, and even your own internal drive. This structure helps you see the bigger picture. For instance, if you look at the academic domain, you'll find things that are probably very familiar. Things like exams, competition, and yeah, this one right here, the large amount of content to be studied. I'm pretty sure that one hits home for a lot of you. The MSQ helps you put a number on how much pressure each of these is really causing. All right, so how do you actually use this thing? Let's walk through what it looks like to take the questionnaire. It's actually pretty simple. It all comes down to this 5-point rating scale. For every single one of those 40 potential stressors, you just give it a score. It goes from 0, which means causes me no stress at all the way up to 4 for this is causing me severe stress. Now this is maybe the most important part of the whole process. This is a tool for you, and the results are only going to be as good as your input. For these scores to mean anything, you have to be totally frank and honest with your answers. It's absolutely crucial. Okay, so you've gone through all 40 items and you've rated everything. Now what? Well, it's time to do a little bit of super simple math to turn all those ratings into clear, meaningful scores. The whole process is really just a few easy steps. You're basically going to transfer your ratings onto a special scoring sheet, add up the columns to get totals for each of those 6 domains, and then do one final division. Don't worry, it's not a calculus exam, it's just a clear path from your answers to your results. And this slide just lays it all out beautifully, right? You can see exactly how it works. You take your individual ratings from the questionnaire on the left, you plug them into that calculation table, and you do the final math on the right. And boom, you get a single, clear score for each of the 6 domains. Okay, so you did the work. You have 6 numbers, 1 for each stressor domain. So what do they actually mean? This is where it gets really interesting. Let's break down the interpretation. It's pretty straightforward. Your score for each of those areas is going to fall into one of 4 buckets, from mild stress all the way to severe. So, for example, a score of, say, 0.5 tells you that domain is only causing mild stress. But a score of 3.5, that's a big sign that it's a source of severe stress. And that really gets to the heart of it. What is the real-world difference between moderate stress and severe stress? It's not just a word. It points to a really significant impact on your life. Think of a high or severe score as a major red flag. It's a signal that the stressors in that area aren't just a minor annoyance. No, they're probably a major source of your stress. So much so that they're likely messing with your emotions and even getting in the way of your day-to-day life. And the stakes are, wow, they're incredibly high. Get this. Research has shown that students who score severe in the academic related stressors domain have a 16 times higher risk of developing significant psychological distress. That is a huge number. It shows a powerful, direct link between these scores and your actual well-being. And that really brings us to the whole point of this, doesn't it? Taking the MSSQ isn't about getting a bad grade on some kind of stress test. Not at all. It's about gaining self-awareness. It's about getting that crucial insight, because that is always the first step toward getting a handle on things and managing your stress better. And so this whole process leaves you right here with this final, really empowering question. You've identified your stressors. You've named them. You have clarity. So now you're the one in the driver's seat. You're empowered to start looking for solutions, to find the right kind of support. The question isn't just, what's the next step? The real question is, what's your next step?